Hello everyone, I am Ambalika, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Application and Science in Swami Vivekananda Institute of Modern Science. This is my second video, and this video gives you some basic concepts of DBMS. We have to know some basic terms such as data, information, database, database management, and DBMS. Data is a collection of unorganized raw facts such as numbers, words, measurements, observations, or just description of things. Information is a set of data which is processed in a meaningful way according to the given requirement. A database is an organized collection of structured information or data typically stored electronically in a computer system. Database management allows a person to organize, store, and retrieve data and information from a computer. And finally, DBMS is a collection of interrelated data and a set of programs to access those data. The primary goal of a DBMS is to provide a way to store and retrieve database information that is both convenient and efficient. So why DBMS is used nowadays? Keeping organizational information in a file processing system has a number of major disadvantages, like data redundancy and inconsistency, difficulty in accessing data, data isolation, integrity problems, atomicity problems, concurrent access anomalies, and security problems also. Since different programmers create the files and application programs over a long period, the various files are likely to have different formats and the programs may be written in several programming languages. Moreover, the same information may be duplicated in several files. For example, the address and telephone number of a particular customer may appear in a file that consists of savings account records and in a file that consists of current account records. So this redundancy leads to higher storage and access cost. In addition, it may lead to data inconsistency. That is, the various copies of the same data may no longer agree. For example, a changed customer address may be reflected in savings account records but not elsewhere in the system. So what happened in accessing data? Suppose one of the bank officer needs to find out the names of all customers who live within a particular postal code area. The officer asks the data processing department to generate such list. Because the designer of the original system did not anticipate this request, there is no application program on hand to meet it. There is, however, an application program to generate the list of all customers. The bank officer has now choices. Two kinds of choices. Either obtain the list of all customers and extract the needed information manually, or ask a system programmer to write the necessary application programs. Both alternatives are obviously unsatisfactory. Suppose such a program is written and that several days later the same officer needs to trim that list to include only those customers who have an account balance of rupees 10,000 or more. As expected, a program to generate such a list does not exist. Again, the officer has the preceding two options, neither of which is satisfactory. The point is that conventional file processing environment do not allow needed data to be retrieved in a convenient and efficient manner. So what happened in data isolation? Data are scattered in various files, and files may be in different formats. Writing new application programs to retrieve the appropriate data is difficult. In the integrity problems, the data values stored in the database must satisfy certain types of consistency constraints. For example, the balance of a bank account may never fall below a prescribed amount, such as rupees 500. What happened in the atomicity problem? A computer system, like any other mechanical or electrical device, is subject to failure. In many applications, it is crucial that if a failure occurs, the data be restored to the consistent state that existed prior to the failure. Consider a program to transfer rupees 500 from account A to account B. If a system failure occurs during the execution of the program, it is possible that rupees 500 was removed from account A but was not credited to account B, resulting in an inconsistent database state. Clearly, it is essential to database consistency that either both the credit and debit occur, or that neither occur. So the fund transfer must be atomic. For the concurrent access anomalies, the overall performance of the system and faster response, many systems allow multiple users to update the data simultaneously. In such an environment, interaction of concurrent updates may result in inconsistent data. What happened in the security problem? Not every user of the database system should be able to access all the data. For example, in a banking system, payroll personnel need to see only that part of the database that has information about the various bank employees. They do not need access to information about customer accounts. But since application programs are added to the system in an ad hoc manner, enforcing such security constraints is difficult. A person who has central control over the system is called Database Administrator or DBA. The functions of a DBA includes schema definition, That means the DBA creates the original database schema by executing a set of data definition statements in the DDL. Next, schema and physical organization modification. The DBA carries out changes to the schema and physical organization to reflect the changing needs of the organization. And granting of authorization means by granting different types of authorization, the database administrator can regulate which parts of the database various users can access. Under routine maintenance, DBA does periodically backing up the database either onto tapes or onto remote servers to prevent loss of data in case of disasters such as flooding. Also ensuring that enough free disk space is available for normal operations and upgrading disk space as required. Finally, monitoring jobs running on the database and ensuring that performance is not degraded by very expensive tasks submitted by some users. There are 4 different types of database system users, differentiated by the way they expect to interact with the system. Naive users are unsophisticated users who interact with the system by invoking one of the application programs that have been written previously. Application programmers are computer professionals who write application programs. Application programmers can choose from many tools to develop user interfaces. Rapid application development, that is RAD, tools are tools that enable an application programmer to construct forms and reports without writing a program. Sophisticated users interact with the system without writing programs. Instead, they form their request in a database query language. They submit each such query to a query processor, whose function is to break down TML statements into instructions that the storage manager understands. Analysts who submit queries to explore data in the database fall in this category. Finally, specialized users are unsophisticated users who write specialized database applications that do not fit into the traditional data processing framework. Among these applications are computer-aided design system, knowledge base and expert system, systems that store data with complex data types, and environment modeling systems. Thank you for watching this video. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to see more videos like this. Till then, take care and bye.